Michael Jackson was really onto something when he said he's starting with the man in the mirror. Mike Mike ate with that because it's so important for women to start with ourselves, to start with the individual, to start in our immediate vicinity. So a lot of the conversations around like decentering men or about, women being abstinent or celibate or just in general taking our power back away from the patriarchal power structure can seem a little bit overwhelming and in a lot of spaces a bit abstract because it is an abstraction. When we say patriarchal power structure or from the patriarchy, it's kind of like, you gonna fight the NASDAQ? How are you gonna do that? But for me, and I think for a lot of women, the change can be made and that shift can be made, and you can take your power back in incremental steps in your personal relationships with your relatives. Um, so this creator was talking about a conversation that I believe she had with her brother about, she don't want to hear about his relationship problems. And that's how it starts. It starts in our personal relationships and in our personal lives of really exercising our autonomy and standing on our sovereignty and our right to choose. Women are exercising our right to choose, whether it is in the political sphere and we are talking about uterine fetal ejections or voting, marriage, having kids, all of those things. Women are wanting to be able to exercise our own personal power in our lives. And the conversation around decentering men starts with your life, your family members, starts in your work environments, starts in your intimate relationships, and really putting yourself first. Self first is not selfish. And I get to decide. It's my life and I get to decide. But I want to encourage this young lady and any young woman who is listening, any woman, period. You don't gotta be young. Any woman who is starting out or who's curious or whatever the case may be. You want relationships with men? You don't want relationships with men. The best way to fortify yourself, the best way to cultivate who you are, to cultivate the self, to have your own identity, to really start to exercise your autonomy and be sovereign, be a sovereign being, make your own choices in your life, live the way that you want, have the relationships that you want, fulfill all of your desires. It starts with you. It starts with the self. It starts with the woman in the mirror. And a part of being able to do that is having the emotional awareness, is having the body awareness, is cultivating who you are and truly aligning with what it is that you want. So that when you are engaging with people from simple conversations with strangers in public places, in your relationships with family members or intimate relationships, mothers, relationships with kids or the co-parent, relationships with anybody, when you are engaging in these exchanges, that you are operating from a place where you're coming to the table with what you want, with who you are, all of who you are, and your authentic self. But you have to cultivate that. You really have to make a conscious effort to be about you, to not play about you. And the only way to get there is that you have to learn. You have to go through your process. It's going to take time, but it's going to take you doing it. But I'm here to help you. And so on April 27th, I am hosting a free masterclass, Create Your Own Pleasure Map. And we're going to go into what the skills are and who you're going to have to be in order to make it through that process. But it is a journey. And today we can get started on step 1 on your path. Go ahead and register today. The link is on my page.